Hey, good morning, it's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And you are going to love. Sometimes I want to do a little bit of introduction today. I'm coming right in because this is so awesome. And it's so critically important right now. This is all about your telomeres. And your telomeres are basically the little end caps on the end of DNA. And they help to protect your DNA. And the longer they are, the stronger they are, the more likely you're going to live longer and stronger. You're going to have more optimism. You're going to have more joy. You're going to have more vitality. And there's things that we can do through diet and exercise and meditation and mindfulness that will help that too. But I want to direct this to one of the things that we're seeing. We're seeing untold levels of this, unprecedented levels. And it's pessimism and it's hostility, it's aggression, it's hate. And interesting enough, we're seeing more and more research that's looking at the emotional connection to aging. And in particular, really looking directly at our telomeres. Because telomeres have so much to offer us when we nourish and nurture them. But what we're finding is that a lot of what's happening these days, particularly here in the US, is that we wake up each and every morning, and because we're grabbing our phones before we're grabbing our hearts, before we actually connect with spirit, we're connecting with television and the internet and digital platforms. And we have to understand the more that we do that, we raise our stress hormones. And typically when we do those things too, we raise more of the hostility inside of us emotionally. In fact, they did a study to look at direct relationship to the level of hostility that we promote first thing in the morning and how it leads to pessimism, decreasing our hope, and how that directly shortens our telomeres. And in that, there's more likely that we are going to contract certain diseases, we're not going to live as long, and the quality of our life and our livelihood is going to be diminished. And here's what's interesting. They also want to dig and see what was the leading emotional predispositions to actually help them to strengthen our telomeres, to help them be longer, to help them have more resilience, more grit in this time where we just need to really be mustering everything we can to have that strength and that courage. Well, here's what we know. Number one, conscientiousness. Self-awareness, just being aware of what is that we're doing each and every day, where are we putting our energy, writing down where we'd like to put our energy and then following through so our character and our integrity is built around witnessing ourselves following through. That type of self-awareness, what they call conscientiousness, and its relationship to grit, self-awareness, goal setting and following through, and very interesting, impulse control. How about that? And this is a 40-year study that's now culminating. And I look at that and I say, oh my gosh. So with the idea of impulse control, let's just start with that right now. Do you ever find yourself seeing something? Maybe it's on digital platforms. Maybe it's something you see out in the world, or you see it in yourself. And the first thing you want to do is judge it and diminish it and make that, bring that venom out there. Or when you see something that wants you to well up with that kind of hostility, that kind of aggression, can you take a moment and go, okay, if I'm going to say something, do I know it's going to be truthful? Is it going to be uplifting? Is it going to be something that is necessary? And is it going to be love? And I know, believe me, there are things that are being said out there that are absolutely things that you feel, and I feel, that I need to just come down on? Or can I actually raise up on? Can I come at that person or come at that piece of language? Can I come at it with love? Can I bring a grittiness and compassion? Can I bring a level of just being present and helping to see that person so they potentially can step back and see themselves? We don't change people by yelling at them, usually. We don't change and transform ourselves by judging ourselves or others. We typically raise and change each other through bringing hope, compassion, and love into that space. And I know it's hard. So, this research on telomeres, it's interesting, it's fascinating, and I think it speaks to the fact that we do better together. Our telomeres, our DNA, our physiology, our neurochemistry is all made better through conscientiousness, through grit, through goal setting, through impulse control, through empathy and compassion. And we need it now. And yes, that wonderful side effect of living longer and stronger, hey, that's beautiful. But right here and right now, can we be a vessel of hope? Can we be a presentation and demonstration of vitality and love and change? Not just ourselves, but everyone around us. A beautiful study. I'm going to put conscientiousness around my world today. So I remember grit, self-awareness, goal setting, impulse control, and the lengthening of my telomeres, which I believe is a lengthening of my impression I can make in the world for love, for light, for presence, for possibility. Much love. Thank you. Every blessing. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.